Yesterday we will learn some aspects related to environmental chemistry. Today I'm going to conclude that. So, environmental chemistry is a multidisciplinary field that examines the chemical processes and interactions occurring in the environment. It focuses on understanding how chemicals move, transform, and react in natural systems, including air, water, soil, and living organisms. Environmental chemistry plays a crucial role in addressing environmental challenges, assessing pollution, and developing sustainable solutions. Key concepts in environmental chemistry: environmental compartmentalization. The environment can be divided into compartments or media, including the atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, and biosphere. So, environmental chemistry examines the interactions within and between these compartments. So, pollution and contaminants. Environmental chemistry studies the sources, fate, and effects of pollutants and contaminants, including chemicals, heavy metals, pesticides, and industrial effluents. Then chemical reactions. It explores chemical reactions such as oxidation, hydrolysis, and complexation that occur in natural systems and influence the behavior of pollutants. Then transport processes and understanding transport processes including diffusion, advection, and dispersion is crucial for tracking the movement of pollutants in air, water, and soil. Then chemical equilibria. Environmental chemistry applies principles of chemical equilibria to assess the speciation, chemical forms of elements and compounds in the environment. And environmental chemical process. Air chemistry. Atmospheric composition, analyzing the composition of the Earth's atmosphere, including gases like oxygen, nitrogen, and greenhouse gases. Air pollution, investigating the sources and chemistry of air pollutants such as sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and volatile organic compounds. So, tropospheric chemistry, examining chemical reactions in the lower atmosphere and their role of smog formation, acid rain, and climate change. Water chemistry, aquatic chemistry, studying the chemistry of natural waters, including freshwater bodies, lakes, rivers, and seawater. Then water quality, assessing water quality parameters like pH, dissolved oxygen, nutrients, and contaminants to understand the health of aquatic ecosystems. And soil chemistry, soil composition, analyzing the chemical composition of soils, including mineral components, organic matter, and nutrients. Soil contaminants, investigating soil contamination by heavy metals, pesticides, and organic pollutants, as well as the chemistry of soil remediation process. And biogeochemical cycles, carbon cycle, studying the cycling of carbon to terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems, including photosynthesis, respiration, and carbon sequestration. Then nutrient cycles, exploring the cycling of essential nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur, which are critical for plant and microbial growth. Then analytical techniques in environmental chemistry. Spectroscopy. UV visible, infrared, and atomic absorption spectroscopy are used to identify and quantify chemical compounds in environmental samples. Then chromatography, gas chromatography, and liquid chromatography separate and analyze complex mixtures of organic compounds. And mass spectrometry. Mass spectrometry helps determine the molecular structures and mass of compounds, aiding in the identification of pollutants. Then electrochemical analysis, techniques like ion selective electrodes are used to measure ion concentrations in water and soil samples. Environmental challenges and solutions. Air quality management. Environmental chemistry informs air quality standards and strategies to mitigate air pollution, including the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. And water treatment, understanding the chemistry of water purification processes such as coagulation, flocculation, and disinfection improves water treatment efficiency. Then soil remediation. Environmental chemistry guides soil remediation techniques such as phytoremediation and chemical immobilization to restore contaminated sites. Then waste management, it plays a role in the treatment and disposal of hazardous waste, ensuring that pollutants do not harm the environment. Then environmental monitoring, analytical techniques in environmental chemistry are vital for monitoring pollutant levels, ensuring compliance with environmental regulations. So, in conclusion, environmental chemistry is a dynamic field that bridges chemistry, biology, and earth science to understand and address environmental changes and challenges. So, it provides essential knowledge for managing and protecting natural resources, assessing pollution, and developing sustainable solutions. So, professionals and researchers in environmental science, chemistry, and related disciplines must have a solid foundation in environmental chemistry, making its knowledge crucial for our life. Then, fundamentals of environmental chemistry. a comprehensive overview we are going to have. So, environmental chemistry is a multidisciplinary science that explores the chemical processes, interactions, and transformations that occur within the environment. It encompasses the study of chemical components, their behavior, and their impact on the Earth's air, water, soil, and living organisms. A deep understanding of the fundamentals of environmental chemistry is crucial for addressing environmental challenges, assessing pollution, and devising sustainable solutions. Then, key concepts in environmental chemistry. Environmental compartments. The environment can be divided into distinct compartments or media, including the atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, and biosphere. So, environmental chemistry examines the interactions within and between these compartments. And pollution and contaminants. Environmental chemistry delves into the sources, fate, and effects of pollutants and contaminants, encompassing various chemicals, heavy metals, pesticides, industrial emissions, and hazardous wastes. Then, chemical reactions. It explores the chemical reactions, both natural and anthropogenic, that occur in natural systems and influence the behavior of pollutants. These reactions include oxidation, reduction, hydrolysis, and complexation. Then, chemical equilibrium. Environmental chemistry applies principles of chemical equilibria to assess the speciation of elements and compounds in the environment, understanding how they transform under different conditions. Then, environmental chemical processes. Air chemistry. Atmosphere composition. Analyze the composition of the Earth's atmosphere, including major gases and trace gases, greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide. Then, air pollution. Investigating the sources, chemistry, and impacts of air pollution, such as sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, volatile organic compounds, and particulate matter. Then, water chemistry. Aquatic chemistry. Studying the chemistry of natural waters, encompassing freshwater bodies and seawater, and understanding how dissolved substances interact with water. And water quality. Assessing water quality parameters, including pH, dissolved oxygen, nutrients, and contaminants, to evaluate the health of aquatic ecosystems. So, soil chemistry. Later, soil chemistry. Soil composition. Analyzing the chemical composition of soils, including mineral components, organic matter, and nutrients, and understanding their influence on plant growth and environmental quality. And soil contaminants. Investigating soil contamination by heavy metals, organic pollutants, and hazardous chemicals, as well as exploring the chemistry of soil remediation process. Biogeochemical cycles. Carbon cycle. Studying the cycling of carbon through terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems, including processes like photosynthesis, respiration, decomposition, and carbon sequestration. And nutrient cycles. Exploring the cycles of essential nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur, which are critical for plant and microbial growth and ecosystem functioning. Analytical techniques in environmental chemistry is spectroscopy. We are going to learn that. Techniques like UV visible, infrared, and atomic absorption spectroscopy are employed to identify and quantify chemical compounds in environmental samples based on their spectral properties. Then, chromatography, gas chromatography, and liquid chromatography separate and analyze complex mixtures of organic compounds, making them valuable for assessing environmental contaminants. And mass spectrometry. Mass spectrometry helps determine the molecular structure and mass of compounds, aiding in the identification of pollutants and their degradation products. Then, electrochemical analysis. Techniques like ion selective electrodes are used to measure ion concentrations in water and soil samples, providing insights into nutrient and pollutant levels. Environmental challenges and solutions. Air quality management. So, environmental chemistry informs air quality standards and strategies to mitigate air pollution, including the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions, controlling industrial emissions, and promoting cleaner technologies. And water treatment. Understanding the chemistry of water purification processes such as coagulation, flocculation, disinfection, and ion channels. Ion exchange improves water treatment efficiency and ensures safe drinking water. Soil remediation. Environmental chemistry guides soil remediation techniques such as phytoremediation, chemical immobilization, and bioremediation to restore contaminated sites and protect groundwater quality. And waste management plays a role in treatment and disposal of hazardous waste, ensuring that pollutants do not harm the environment or human health. Environmental chemistry also explores innovative ways to energy and recycling technologies. Environmental monitoring analytical technique in environmental chemistry are vital for monitoring pollutant levels, ensuring compliance in environmental regulations, and assessing the effectiveness of pollution control measures. In conclusion, environmental chemistry is a dynamic field that integrates chemical principles with environmental science to address complex environmental challenges. A deep understanding of these fundamentals is essential for professionals and researchers engaged in environmental assessment, management, and policy development. Therefore, this knowledge holds immense importance. Next topic will be learning with the help of next video. Thank you for listening.